Belgian on the beat. It's the rundown, everything you need to know. It's the rundown, everything you need for show. It's the rundown, and I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show, who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts, there's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture, always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Blood.
Yo, it's Crypto Blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what the show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, investing in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just Bloods do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Kick that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my Crypto Blood, Twisted Toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Yo, it's NYBZ on the mic coming through the mist talking crypto.
Alright, and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
That's right. We're doing it live. It's blood in the streets. It is blood in the streets. We got Crypto Neck in here with the super chat. My God, appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. We got last pieces to the puzzle, losing money today. Jonah Curry in the house. Mike P is in the building. Hyben, Wisdom Bars, French Toaster. Haven't seen him, her in a while. And Michael Kennedy. Yeah, look at the blood in the water today, man. It is a day to behold for sure. As I told you guys in my tweet, follow me on X because that's where I'm most, I would say, most active is on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter right now. If you don't know, it is CryptoBlood_. Let me see if I can pull that up really quickly for us. CryptoBlood_. All right, go follow me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. Do it right now. All right, so today we are going to be talking about what has happened to the markets. Scott Bessent came out with a statement, and again, if you read between the lines, you would know what that means or what it meant. We will take a look and analyze that and I'll explain to you where I think we're going because of that. It's all a cascading effect. It is all a cascading effect, and we're going to see Elmo, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see Elmo. We're going to see Elmo after this one. Scott Bessent just pretty much guaranteed that. He just pretty much guaranteed it. Hit the like button, share the stream, and join the team. Bloodalytics.com. Okay, link is in the description below. I'll put the QR code on the screen as well. We're releasing the version 2 of Scalpalytics Pro. At least I am releasing the Bitcoin Ethereum one. I'll roll out the Sui XRP and Solana BNB packs soon thereafter. And then we'll also, for all current members, you'll get I think I'm gonna do a month worth of my Skunk Works. I call it Skunk Works signal, which is killing it, boy. Woo! Jeez Louise, it is killing it. I'll show you those trades in a minute. But as you can see, like the Ethereum one, we caught the whole freaking thing on the Ethereum Skunk Works Scalpalytics. You'll get I think I'm gonna just give you 2. I know there's a 4 panel here, but I'm gonna give you 2 of these for free for a month, and then maybe we'll pop the other 2 in the next month or something like that. We'll rotate them in and out, give you guys some extra alpha, some extra gains for being a supporter and member of the Bloodalytics team. Yes, indeed. We'll look at that in a minute. But yeah, man, crazy day. I know you guys see it. I had to go on Twitter and start clout chasing. Because Crypto Blood, I know people say, I told you this and I told you that. But you got to bring some receipts. And boy, do I have a montage of videos and clips you can take from over the years of me telling you guys, look out. Look out. Because MicroStrategy is going to truly F some things up. I said that. MicroStrategy is going to truly be the double-edged sword. You know, it's good on one side, but it's also bad on the other. It can go both ways. I don't even want to look at MicroStrategy's MNAV right now. I mean, good God Almighty. I know it's looking bad. It might not yet. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where is MicroStrategy's MNAV? Before we look at it, let me know in the comments, in the chat room right now. Where do you think MNAV is for MicroStrategy? I'm very curious to know what you think it is. Do it quickly. Don't go search it. Pyrolytics. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Scalpalytics, man, because of the moves have been so violent, and it started over the weekend. We really didn't get a chance unless you were able. I don't trade during this period. This is an excellent trade for Ethereum. If you were able to catch this trade from yesterday in the Eurozone, very early, 7:30 a.m. I'm still asleep. I'm sorry. 7:30, man, you would have caught a good one right there. All the way home. So I didn't catch it though, but I did catch the ones on my experimental Skunk Works system. Who else we got in the building? Jason Lenz, you were hilarious, man. Wisdom Bar said Elmo gonna be our roommates for a minute. He gonna have his own room. Yes, he ain't lying. He moving in, bro. He is moving in. Oh man, French Toaster. I'm sorry, bro. You throwing me off with the avatar there. How much lower do we have to go for it is to not be higher than we are at the beginning of the year? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean there, Mike. You have to help me out on that one. Elmo has Monero. Oh man, that is hilarious. Crankster and Blood Unite. Yeah, man, I had a great stream with Crankster, Crypto Crankster yesterday. Jumped on his stream. I'm going to bring him out. He actually going to join the stream today as well. So we're going to bring him in and get his analysis on things as well. But man, what a day, what a day. Dump Team got us all Yeah, we blew past 2021 support line of 68. The next one is set at 64, which is another 2021 line. Sell everything and buy real privacy coins is a strategy like, yeah, possibly. Michael Saylor deserves jail time like Caesar. He sure does, bro. And Dokwan. He sure does, bro. He's going to eliminate so much wealth. Yo, low key, not even gonna lie. How this shit could unravel, you literally, I don't know, man. We could see $20,000 Bitcoin as a wick because of this fucking retard Michael Saylor. Round of applause for Michael Saylor. So smart, he a dumb. Honestly, I can't even blame him because as a publicly traded company, you have boards, right? Crypto Blood used to be a CEO of a company, a managing director. That's the same thing, different title. And I had to report to a board. Decisions that I made in the company had to be approved, you know, with reason. Within reason from the board. Like any major decisions had to go before the board. CEOs have accountability, and he's not even the CEO anymore. He stepped down. We got, you know, it's a new guy that's the CEO, but still, he's like playing puppet master behind the scenes because they're falling in line and just doing whatever he says to do, and they're just going to run MicroStrategy into the ground. I think either MicroStrategy had their earnings report yesterday evening or it's today. Y'all let me know in the comments. Scalpalytics. Yeah, skunk works, baby. That's the experimental. Real, you know, it's really not, you know, ready. It's not really ready for prime time. It never will be, actually. It's so good. I can't have you guys. I can't just make it public forever. But you know, it'll be a treat that the Bloodalytics subscribers will have access to every once in a while. Yep, I see you, Crypto Crank. Just trying to get all the comments here. You guys are in here. Hit that like button. We got a lot of people in the building. We need to get those likes up. David Toth is in the building. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Michael Saylor has likely been tasked to kill/attack Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you. He seems like a paid opposition. He seems like a psyop, bro. Like complete Wall Street dude. Jack got pushed out of Twitter because of the board. The same thing almost happened with Elon and Tesla. Oh, bro, as a CEO, man, you don't have. Listen, you're the boss, but you got a boss. You're the boss, but you got a boss. Okay, you have to perform. You have to, you know, it's politics and being in the C-suite seat. Chloe in the building. Shout out to her. My beautiful black queen. The Cranksters are in the house. That's right, man. We're going to get Crankster in here in a second. Hit that like button. And let me go through these before we bring Crankster up, because I just want to go through a couple of things. The first thing, let's go ahead and take a look at dun dun dun.
Crypto Blood, I thought you were street smart, bro.
Ben, no, we thought, well, you guys thought Michael Saylor was street smart. I'm surprised that MNAV right now is at 1.08. Now again, it's at 1.08 because the Bitcoin price has dropped so much. The value of Bitcoin has dropped more than the value of their stock, their market cap of their stock. So as we get low, and I think you will see the actual price of MicroStrategy, and I don't know if this is real time. Maybe we should take a look at CNBC and see what we got here. Let's do a little city search. MSTR. Yeah, it's at 113 here. 113, yeah. So it's it is correct. Oh, earnings report after today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit. Gap down. It's gonna be a gap down. It is going to be a gap down day for MicroStrategy because you know they ain't made no money. You already know that. You already know they ain't made no damn money last quarter. No money. So yeah, it's going to be, you're going to see MNAV come down a lot more. This number here, this ratio is going to come down closer to 1 after tonight. I think tomorrow you'll see closer to 1 on the MNAV, might even be sub 1. Now you go sub 1, it just doesn't make sense. You literally, like, unless the company is literally about to go bankrupt or something, you gotta buy, because you're buying basically Bitcoin cheaper than the cost of their holdings, if that makes sense. So like, it represents it's a premium at that point. So it should stay at 1 or above, but the problem is they won't be able to raise more money. UBS, we just found out, I think Enzo told us yesterday, or I think it was Enzo. He sent me a tweet. UBS bailed them out, bought some more shares of MicroStrategy. Another bank did last week or so too. So, but that's going to stop. And once that stops, and then strategy stops buying, then it's all over and it's going to hell. It is going to hell. Let's go ahead and I want to bring up Crypto Crankster Gangster. Let's get him in here because I want to talk to him about, and I put a tweet out actually just before going live. I put a couple tweets out. I had to cloud up real quick. Crypto Blood had to cloud up, had to bring up some old tweets to remind you people. Let's see here. Let's go to let's go to some of the old tweets. Let's go to some of the old tweets. Shout out to everybody over on X watching now. We got like 2,000 people on X. Crazy. This is what this means. Okay, read between the lines. You got to read between the lines. What the U.S. Treasury said, no bailout for Bitcoin, really means no bailout for MSTR, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it means. No bailout for MicroStrategy or any of the other treasury companies that follow suit. So this could get ugly and cause us to literally cascade and spiral out of control, and maybe wick down to the 20s or 30s and really see Elmo and give him a French toaster's chef's kiss. There you go. Give him a chef's kiss right there on the forehead. All right, let's go ahead and bring my guy up on stage. Let me get myself back on here, and we're going to bring him onto the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all the cranksters out there in the building. Crankster, what's going on, bro? I think you're muted. While Crankster gets there we go. Hit that like button, ladies and gents.
He said he started. yesterday when we were streaming, man, you had it all the way down, and here we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
we're
bailout
here.
for Michael Saylor, dude. I don't think they'd be insane, dude, to give that boy some more money. You know?
No, he don't deserve no. Let him burn and learn. He's got to burn and learn, ladies and gentlemen. He got to burn to learn. Go ahead, man. What's your analysis on this market? And Crypto Chrysler, guys, is an up and coming trader, scalper, doing his thing. Definitely go follow him. I should have had his X page up, but we'll bring that up in a second. But tell us what's going on from your perspective, bro.
It's pretty simple, man. I did a everybody could repost. I like to say that the markets are forward looking, and I think as traders we need to do the same. And at this stage of the game right now, man, all the euphoria is out, and now all we have is just the charts. And so what I'd really like to show everyone is I had this post from March 9th of 2025. And this is whenever we first put in our new all-time high and we started accumulating up at the tops. And I'm like, guys, this is, if you don't know and you don't study some of these charts and these patterns, I'll just go ahead and I'll click on the post. And I said, the Wyckoff accumulation. And again, this is from March 9th of 25, guys, a year ago. And I told everybody, I said, guys, this is just it's very simple. You have these large accumulation phases, these large expansion phases. We have distribution, and then we have the markdown. All right. So they pretty much accumulate all the whales and all the entities. They accumulate as much Bitcoin as they possibly can. They send this stuff up to the moon. They sell you that we're going higher, 250,000. They sell you that we're going to the moon. Bitcoin's never coming back down. And then we have the sell-off. And what they're doing, guys, whenever they're selling you the pipe dream, it's a distribution phase. As the volume gets really high up in these areas, this is the way, again, in the markets, there's buyers and sellers. If I'm buying Bitcoin, that means somebody's selling some Bitcoin. If somebody's selling some Bitcoin, somebody's buying some Bitcoin. And this is the only way that the markets work. And so we could see here, guys, when we posted this, the charts didn't even, guys, this is just the Wyckoff as we were coming down into the 60s, 50s. And then we posted this today on my image here. Oops. And you guys could see, where is it at, man? Let's go back over here. Let's go here. And we could see that today, this is exactly, it's the Wyckoff just completely playing off. We finally have the markdown, guys. We were talking about this again for over a year. And again, there's just no surprises, guys. Preparation, education is going to help with discipline and red days, guys. You're not going to be, this is no shock to me, man. Bitcoin's coming back down to reality. We had a 6x, you guys. Bitcoin went from November 6th of 2024, 60 G's to 120 in a year. We could cool off, man. 50 G's is nothing. Elmo's right, dude. And yeah, man, I just, it's always cool watching, back testing some of this stuff from 2025. Let's see if this thing goes viral again, man. It was when I first started posting in, like I said, March, man. We got almost 40,000 views, and let's see what ends up happening, man. But here we are. As far as the market's going today, I had the same targets that you did, man. 65K. We got very close. Where I got that 65K, well, originally on this candle here, on this candle right here, this one. This came down to this golden pocket, and again, I'm a simple trader, man. Fibs. Use the fibs. You guys could see that this candle,
yes, sir,
ended up coming down directly like these ones did on this golden pocket. Well, we melted through it. Your Scalpalytics and the Bloodalytics, man, have and again, guys, when he's doing his systematic trading and these levels are coming up, it's because we're using some of these tools. As you guys get educated with this stuff, it's that most great traders are going to have very similar targets, and here we are, man. 65.
Yes, exactly.
My ultimate target, though, man, this is just what I'm looking at, because accumulation creates bottoms. All right, accumulation, not V shapes. V shapes are dead cat bounces, and we just end up rolling over again. So if we're gonna finish out this markdown in the Wyckoff phase here, what I'm looking at is something like this, guys. We just go right over to a bars pattern. We could see from here to here something very, very, very similar like this. All right. Very similar like this. We come down to our target of 54K, 54, 55. And where I get that target from, again, we pull the fib from the lows, these absolute bear market lows, 15.5, all the way up to the highs. Macro golden pocket of 54, 58K. We then start our accumulation phase again. All right, we're going to see something like this. And actually, we'll just take the whole thing. If we do something very similar like, if we do something very similar like this is what I'm looking for going into 2027, 28, 29. Something very, very, very similar. And this would be very, I mean, again, guys, it's not us being bearish. We're taking euphoria. We're taking disbelief. We're taking all the emotions that come in while we're seeing these charts. I mean, dude, CT right now is burning up. They can, you know, everyone's wondering, why is it dumping? Why is it coming down? You know,
and when you get the philosophical, listen, when Socrates comes out, when the crypto Socrates bros come out, you know that's when it's time. It's probably time to start buying. I'm gonna be honest with you. They start getting philosophical. Oh, you know, it's not all about crypto, guys. You know, family first, and go outside and touch some grass. And I'm like, man, get the hell out of here, bro. Where was all that before?
And it's just it only belongs to those, Blood.
I like what you put there as far as a 58-ish bottom, right? I think if I heard that correctly.
54 to 58,000 is going to be my target, man.
So my target is 62, but that's, I mean, we counting pennies at that point, right? So like
we're within 4%,
62,
6%.
60, right. So that range, I'm in line with you with that. But here's the caveat on that is, let me see here if I can bring this up like this. The issue is, Crankster, is we don't know what the ramifications of MicroStrategy will be. So this is what a move down and a sweep through that level of 62, 60, 58, your range, whatever, close enough. A sweep down there and a move back up is X any blow up from MicroStrategy or any of the other treasury companies. See, if we have that happen, which I think is still not only possible, but is probable.
Okay.
To me, right? I think that's going to happen. Something's going to happen there. It just changes the whole game, and it makes your targets have to go further down to truly go see Mr. Elmo here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm talking like $20,000, 20,000, 19,000. You know, that's
Blood, if that happens, dude, I'm taking these profits, dude. I'm loading up.
You gotta load the boat. You gotta load the boat, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta load the boat. So I just wanted to put that out there as a caveat, or kind of to expound on what you were saying. I agree. Technically, my levels are right there with you. You know. So
this move, man, I remember watching Crypto Face a couple years back, dude, and he was shorting the 62, 63, and we thought, okay, maybe we could just dip into the 50s. Well, that sucker went from 63, 64, dude, and it melted right to 50. It ended up being $1 million trade, and this is a very similar setup, man, where I do think that if we pay attention, man, on one of these dead cat bounces, we can catch this capitulation. Little dangerous, but I at this stage, man, I am waiting for a complete capitulation candle, like we're talking down to that 62, 58s. And to be honest with you, if that catalyst happens, dude, where Michael Saylor, you know, could you imagine, like you said, he doesn't even have, you said it great yesterday, that what if he doesn't buy anymore? He doesn't even have to sell. What if he's just not able to?
That's the problem we're in right now in the crypto world. He's got us by our nuts, because if he stops buying, it's a problem.
Man. So, I want to see how this plays out as well, because from what I've heard about Michael Saylor and me just trying to understand these convertible notes, that even if MicroStrategy goes under MicroStrategy does not have to sell the treasury of Bitcoin. Technically, MicroStrategy can go under, and the vault, the treasury, it doesn't go with the company, just the debt. It's almost like opening up an LLC with a shell company, dude, and they could just, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to sell. It's almost like
I'll have to go look into that. I never thought about that, or even I never thought about that, because in a bankruptcy process proceedings, depending on which chapter you go with, it is different scenarios for the company.
Yeah,
because the Bitcoin is considered an asset, though. It is an asset on the books. Now, that doesn't mean what the thing about that is, I don't know if that means they have to force liquidate those assets, i.e. Bitcoin treasury holdings, or can they just transfer the Bitcoins over to the new debt holders? They get a divvied up,
new entity, or whatever it might be, or a new
right. Whoever whoever is in, because at first, who's in line first are your Class A shareholders, your bond holders, Class A shareholders, and I don't know how it goes from there, but Class B, which is your typical, your traditional MSTR stock holders, they don't get anything, but there is a line that follows, and I'm just wondering if they have to actually sell the coins, or can they just divvy up the actual Bitcoins to those debt holders? I don't know. That's a good question. We'll have to look into that.
That blew my mind. I was in a spaces, man, and this guy that does these macro spaces, he kept saying, he goes, Crank, man, it's not going to matter if Master goes out. He goes, dude, the way he's done it is it holds debt against the company. Just the debt gets burned up and the treasury is fine. He'll create another one and another one and another one. And then people give him more money and Master can go under. And I'm like, really, dude? Even on the convertible debt? He goes, Crank, the convertible debt goes against the shares of Master. It doesn't go against the Bitcoin. He goes, the vault. He goes, it's genius, man. This guy can blow up Master and walk away with his 3% of the Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Of the total bag. And I'm like, wow, dude, I have to go.
I have to research that.
Isn't that mind blowing? Because I kept telling
that's a great angle. Didn't even think about it.
He just blows the debt, fuck the LLC, fuck the IPO or whatever it is, the public company, goes straight under. He takes the vault. He could technically walk up to big players and say, hey guys, I got me 600,000 Bitcoin. You guys want to buy more? You guys want to borrow against the Bitcoin this time? Or you know what I'm saying? And Master just goes bye-bye. It's brilliant. This is why everyone's like, bro, isn't that, it blew my mind, dude. And he's like, Crank, you don't understand, dude. He's punking everybody right now because he could walk away with the treasury. Wow.
Interesting. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to look into that. Thank you for that angle. I didn't even think about that perspective. Definitely something to look into. Let's see. Simon Tamper says, is true. Saylor has bragged about it.
This is why he had the cash, bro. This is why he did everyone on this last fundraising. Remember, he was like, hey guys, we're raising another $1 billion, but he didn't spend it and he didn't buy Bitcoin. And everyone's like, what is Saylor doing? He's packing up cash right now. It's his first time. He did another round, but he didn't spend the money. While Master's coming down 30-40%.
He raised the cash up for a reserve account to pay the dividend. See, so he owes interest, 11% interest on that Class A shares that he has, because those shares technically pay dividends, 11%, which is steep as hell.
Steep.
So that's what he needs. That's what he needed that for, to start paying the interest.
Yeah, and every cycle, I would love to just tell the panel too that every cycle has these characters, guys. I mean, we've had multiple different DeFi summers, meme coin summers. We've had FTX and Terra Luna. Guys, this would be every cycle has these characters, man, and every time it blows up. So let's see. I mean, it's all eyes on MicroStrategy and these large Bitcoin vaults, man. I want to see what's going to end up happening to.
I wonder if all the other treasury companies, Bitcoin treasury companies, set up the same way as Michael Saylor. That will be interesting to take a look into as well. I'm going to definitely do a deep dive on that idea that you bring to my attention, man. That's
when you
genius
do
if
another
that's the
stream,
case.
bring it up, man. I'd like to know, because I've been doing more, and this is what's crazy. Remember how he was bringing all these companies together to get Bitcoin into the reserves and put Bitcoin on their books?
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
But
he was going to he was going to Microsoft. He just did a road tour. He went to everyone. Yeah.
The Bitcoin isn't pegged to any of the shares, dude. It's all convertible debt against the shares. So it's the treasury. It blew my mind, bro. And I'm like, oh my God, this is brilliant, because he could just walk away. And yeah, let me know what you come up with, man, when you search on all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Because this is going to be real interesting to see.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And you said you're not going to be trading any of this this fall. I missed my trade entry, dude. I was finishing up my post about the Wyckoff distribution and accumulation and reposting,
Yeah,
but I wanted
I didn't have any trades for publicly for the members. Nothing came through because we're still, man, it's been such a steep and precipitous drop that my algos haven't really reset and recalibrated fully. Now, we did get some trades triggered on Ethereum, but I don't trade during that time zone. It was in the UK London time zone. I don't, I'm not up at that point to trade that, so I missed those trades. But I did catch the trades on the 15-second chart that I was debuting on your channel last night or yesterday evening.
I wish I would have held that short, bro. Remember, you did the mic drop, dude, and I got worried, bro, because it started pumping, and then I'm like, God dang it, dude, this thing's putting.
So no, at the end of your stream, I said it's gonna go up, and it went up.
It did. Sure did. I was terrified. I almost closed it.
Yeah, it went up, and then matter of fact, let me see if I can bring up what trade was that? What pair was that?
That was on Bitcoin.
You were trading yesterday. Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, so Bitcoin.
It was strictly Bitcoin, but we ended up doing that quick liquidity grab to the upside, and then it just rolled straight over. Yeah, I got it right here.
That was.
Wish I would have held that puppy, dude, because man, oh man, that would have been just insane. Big fatty. But Bitcoin, man, it's still coming down. I'm looking at a level right now. I'd like to see, man, just to compare some quick levels for a trade.
For sure.
Anytime we have these large drops, dude, I do like looking for a let's go over here. Let's go to BTC USD. We'll go to Coinbase so I can save all this work.
I don't know if this was this one or I can't remember which one I had up here, man. But yeah, it went up to the level. I thought it was it was Bitcoin. But
it was right here. I have it pulled up, dude, where it popped up, and then it was right up at 71.8. And then it came up because we were watching this. I was short, dude, from like 71.4. It made that pop up.
Let me bring yours up. Give me a second. I gotta bring yours up here. Let's see here.
Here, let me do the. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, this is it right here, dude. We were short right in here. This is where we were watching, and we were saying, shoot, man, this is where it popped all the way up. I was holding my short, dude. And then it started to roll over, and I'm like, shoot, man, I do not like that this thing starts to round out like this. You know what I mean? Starts accumulating, because then it could just rip. I'm starting to look at something like this. And then when it started rolling over, dude, and it didn't clean over, I closed my short right in here, because I was only in from right here, dude. This little move was a little over like $8,000. And then I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's going on here, boy? I'm like, what? It just kept going, dude. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, man.
I have my level right now, dude. I'd like to just compare what your algos are showing, man. I tell my community, dude, when we start rounding out like this, I like, on a 5 and a 10 minute, see how it's just slowly slowing down. Even this right here, this is what I like when I say rounding out. You know what I mean? Something like this, where it just starts accumulating, and then we can get this pop. I think that even just flipping this, you guys could see here, guys, this right here was support. The waterfall came right up and then rolled over. Same thing. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this right in here. I am looking to take a long trade, dude. If we do end up coming down to, again, this trend line right in here, this is the rounding out that I'm talking about right in here, and get one more squeeze up into this. And then this would be very similar to just this down. I mean, dude, you can see it just freaking rolling straight over again down into our targets of that 62, 63,000, and then we can start accumulating even bigger. But what do you think, man? How are you looking on this?
So
go to like a 3-minute right in here. This is what I'm like, 67K.
Yeah.
Maybe take the long right in here.
Let me see, because I don't think I have the Bitcoin one ready for that, but I do have the Ethereum one we can look at that is calibrated pretty well. So let's bring that up. So the Ethereum from earlier today, like I said, I was able to catch that. Let me just, I don't have my screen up. Let's do this. Let's come back over here. Let's go here, and then let's go here. Hit that like button, ladies and gents, as we drop some alpha for you guys today on the stream, and go follow Crypto Crankster as well. He's trying to get his momentum going with the Coliseum. What is it called, bro? The Crypto Coliseum.
So I'm Crypto Crank, but all of the like how you have the Bloods, man. You know what I mean? So I'm Crypto Crank, and then anybody that joins the Coliseum becomes a Crankster. That's what
Crankster,
it is, man.
Crankster. All right,
but it's
Coliseum. That's it.
Yeah, the Cranksters Trading Coliseum, and then again, I teach
go follow him, man. New up and coming channel. He's gotten some unfortunately some gatekeeping in the crypto influencer trader world, but you know how we do over here. We keep it really diligent and holy filler. We don't care if you're good. We clicking up, man. We're doing some stuff together. So if you see here, this is the right at the beginning of the US zone. Boom, we went short, man. Caught the whole, well, I went short. This is not a public one, but I caught the whole short down here. Took 50 up here. Took some more, 25, 25, 25. So really at this point, bro, I would need to see a move above 2039. I was just go ahead and say 2040 on Ethereum to initiate a potential long here.
2040, okay.
Yeah,
right,
2040 on Bitcoin. I mean on Ethereum to initiate a long, and I think if we cross over here, it's going to rip. I think it is going to rip up to at least 2046. That's where we're seeing resistance, because if you look here, I know this is on a very, very zoomed in time frame, but you can still pick out patterns. You just gotta train your eyes. So if we look here, this is kind of like a zone of support here, or resistance. Now it used to be support at 2074, 2075 area on Ethereum. We can probably draw it about right here. I need to go back some more to see. Yeah, I would actually put it more towards 2070 ish as an area of resistance for Ethereum. You know, okay. So that doesn't give us too much room, even if we do get a breakout buy. I actually does almost 2%, 1.5%. Yeah, no, that's big, baby. That's big. Hey, we only need a little bit. We only need a little bit. The sizes that we trade. So yeah, man. I think that is definitely potentially in play there, but you just got to be careful. Very volatile day. People are still trying to figure out, zones and levels. It was a very, very steep and violent drop we had, and it comes off the backs. And let's talk about this really quickly. It comes off the backs of Scott Bessent's comments, where he says U.S. Treasury warns no bailout for Bitcoin as it spirals towards 70,000, and that was man, we well past 70,000. That was that was earlier this morning, right?
He's saying he's not going to back up any of these banks or anybody on there that's holding Bitcoin on the Treasury. If you guys are getting bloodbath right now, we're just flat out not gonna bail you guys out.
And again, I personally feel like that was an indirect read between the lines shot at MicroStrategy and the other Bitcoin, publicly traded Bitcoin treasury companies. And even Tom Lee.
What do you think about Tom Lee, man? Because he's in a bath. I mean, dude, Michael Saylor, it might only be in 2-3 billion, but Tom Lee's got to be almost 10 billion. Yesterday, he was at 6-7 billion. Now today, dude, that sucker's got to be up at at $10 billion in a loss, dude.
Oh, Lord.
I thought you were street smart, bro.
Tommy, I thought you were street smart, bro. Oh, my God, man. I don't know what he's going to do, bro.
And you know, it's even weirder because they said that the more that he posts, the more that he brings people in. I think they said that he gets paid $12 million a year to promote. Remember, did you see that post, man? They were breaking down his pay plan on what he needs to do, dude. And it's like, man, just
how do you make 12 million for losing 10 billion, like, or being down? How does that happen, bro? That is insane. Yeah, again, man, these are, I didn't even bring in, I don't know how that's going to play into the whole equation too, with, you know, the whole ETH treasury company that Tom Lee is going, it could get ugly, Crankster. It could get on. What do you think
about ETH targets, dude? I mean, for Pete's sake, bro, we just literally saw Ethereum at, dude, I got some ugly targets for, dude, we just touched 1920.
Let's bring this up. I know.
We just
I can't believe we're so far. Like, where are we at with Solana? Solana's my darling, man. I can't believe Solana.
I have the macro trend here, dude.
Yeah, I said it was crazy work seeing Solana sub 100. I think we touched like 80.
Dude,
what did we touch? 80.
We touched 84.30.
Ooh.
The only saving grace is this right in here, dude. And from here, it is a fucking free fall, bro. I mean, it could get really bad for Sol. And you know what? Sol it's notorious, dude, for when it gets rolling, dude. I mean, it's this thing.
So the
really,
next
dude,
level, yeah, where you have your yellow line is the next level. I see, just kind of off the cuff.
$80, dude.
But really, yeah. But what about down there? It's a wick, and right in the valley in the U. There's a little peak
right there.
Yep, right there. Yeah, what's that?
Right
Let
there.
me get myself.
$52. That's 51.
That's where it's going. That's where it's going.
And you know, dude, I just gotta pull. I've been pulling these fibs from these lows to these highs.
Oh my
bro,
God.
It's even worse. This bad boy. I mean, our last saving grace on this, dude. If this thing can, I think I might even need to pull this up. Let's go to Sol. I want to go to Sol USDT, but I want to go to a Binance chart, something that's listed it for a very long time. I mean, this is it, dude. This is. Was Sol only created in September of 2020? God bless, bro. Like, this thing can, dude, there's a huge volume gap right in here, bro. This thing can just straight up, when it gets rolling, man. And you know what? I would also say to you guys that this is going to be the buying opportunity. Everyone keeps talking about buying opportunities of a lifetime. If you guys are owning any of these things, this is a must to just work your ass off. Pound down on some money, baby, and anything inside of this, you guys.
You know, we're sounding very doom and gloom, but it's just that, you know, unfortunately the fundamentals are causing us to get to this point. But there's a silver lining, and the silver lining is this is would be the last time you'll be able to get these prices on this wave back up. You know, we get
with all the news that the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, yeah. Go ahead, dude. My bad. I'm excited because there's so many.
It's definitely there is a lot of opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. You just got to have some dry powder. That's why it's important to have some dry powder if you can. You know,
where are your targets for? Because I got $50 for Sol. What about ETH, bro? I mean, double bottom at 1370.
Jeez, I haven't. You know, I don't really do a lot of like macro or zoomed out technical analysis. But let's do it right now. Let's take a look at it live, man. Let's do it live.
And again, guys, all I can do is again, it's an if-then scenario. Neither one of us, me and Blood, don't know where the fuck it's going, guys. We have no idea.
No,
it's just if it goes there. What happens then? Are we going to be prepared? Are we going to be scared? Or are we going to execute? You know, it's all about execution. Otherwise, it's just a theory. All right. So really, I could see, man, I mean, just right into here, dude, which is going to be 16.6. I do not want to see ETH break this macro trend line right in here, guys. And actually, let's go to ETH USD and let's go to Coinbase on a very, very macro. You could see here, this thing's got and am I, just make sure that I'm not on log.
Yeah, I like that line. I like that line you're drawing there.
You know,
That
this
looks
is
good.
very, very, very.
Draw it all the way out. Draw it to the left. Bring it all the way down to the left. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Boom. Look at that. I love that line right there. That's
breakout, retest, retest. This bad boy,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
you do not want to see. I tell you what, bro, because there's no FUD like it going down. There's nothing wrong with the blockchain. It still has the most devs. I would like to just tell the panel, guys, when you're investing in cryptocurrency assets, we don't have quarterly reports to see like how everything's doing. What we have in these crypto projects is, you know, are they continuously making partnerships? Is the dev team still building? You know what I mean? Are there any issues with the dev teams? Has the blockchain been halted? You know, these are things that we got to look at when we're saying, hey, I want to invest in a project. But dude, in all honesty, you do not want to see ETH break this, because otherwise, dude, we could start doing some liquidity hunts at, you know what I mean? We could start doing these liquidity hunts, dude, at, I mean, down here at 1380, down here at 980. I mean, you do not want to see this just break, dude. And then, I mean, but I've just got to tell you, man, because of everything that I just explained, I'd love to buy me $1,000, $1,300 Ethereum, dude. I'm going to take my profits, and I would love to take these. And you guys, look at these trend lines. It's right back in. And when we started flipping these things back in resistance, I mean, bang, bang, bang. This is a tough road, man. I mean, but this is also, guys, the longer, this is almost like silver. The longer we coil up like this, you know, the longer we coil up like this, man, the higher this thing will go. 8, 10 G's, man. And so, yeah, I don't know where it's going, but I could just tell you guys right now that there's nothing for ETH until down to like 1760s right in here. You guys could see there's multiple touches right in here. I would take something like in this, maybe for a bounce. And even on the macro trend line, dude, if we come down here to even 1550 and we put in, you know what I mean, a higher low right in here, I'd like something like that on a very macro level.
Yeah, I think we're going there at minimum. I'm gonna be honest with you. That yellow
You're
line,
talking $20,000 Bitcoin though, man. This fucker could come. Anything under $1,000, you better back up that.
So
trust.
that's what I'm saying. It's seeming like that's the lineup. You look at it from a technical standpoint for Ethereum. Yeah, that 20,000 wick for Bitcoin, 30,000 wick for Bitcoin. It's gonna flush out some people, man. Definitely gonna. But it leaves room for other people to get in, you know, and build the base and start going higher from there.
Are you a buyer at more Bitcoin or Ethereum? At those prices, $1,500 ETH, $20,000, $35,000 Bitcoin. Me personally, dude, Ben Cowan's been the man. You know?
Huh?
I was gonna say Ben Cowan's kind of been the technically, dude. We could have just bought nothing but Bitcoin for 3 years and got a 5x, and you got nothing on your altcoins. So fool me once, shame on me. You know what I mean? Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah,
I'm a buyer of Bitcoin.
The problem is I'm a buyer of Solana. I gotta skip both of those. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I feel like Solana has the most potential for expansionary growth from a utility standpoint, from a utilitarian standpoint. It just has the best ecosystem from a technical infrastructure standpoint, in my opinion. Yes, it's more centralized, but I think it has the potential to be used commercially, or at least in like the gaming industry and such, because of the higher throughput, right? They have like 1,000 TPSs, like that's verifiable. Meanwhile, Ethereum, I saw a tweet, shout out to Voice Crypto, he put this in the YouTube members room. Vitalik is shitting on layer 2s. And I said layer 2s 4 years ago. I said layer 2s will not be used, guys. It will not. It's just a money grab.
And you're thinking like the Polygon Matics, the ARBs, the OPs.
It's gone. Like it's a binary event. If it works, if those end up being the solution, then Ethereum fails. You get what I'm saying?
No, I do. Yeah. Then Ethereum.
But if they don't work, that means that Ethereum would have to scale on the layer on layer one, and I don't think they can scale. So it's a lose-lose when I looked at it, you know. So
okay. Yeah, dude, I'm Solana, man. When I'm looking at these two charts, they're very identical, these two, man. And Solana is almost very identical to Ethereum in its early days, dude, between 90 and $300. I've done a lot of big comparisons with Sol, Bitcoin, you know, 2017, 2020 in its early days to yeah, man, I think you're on. Yeah, I think if we get anywhere into this, guys, if we truly end up seeing something, you know what I mean, like this, and we do end up coming down quite a bit, can you see something like this, man, with Sol actually coming back down to reality at $20, $30? You know what I mean? Just something like that. And it's just large accumulation, guys, large accumulation. Who knows if this is going to happen? I hope we don't, dude, because, and you know, I hope I don't, but I hope we do, because I didn't have large bags of Solana. I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then my fucking chain link, dude. I got an astronomical amount of link, and I'm just a little, dude. Some of my best trading for link was between $9 and $5. This is where, I mean, this range right here, guys, for over 500 days will make you, large accumulation ranges like this, guys, will honestly make you rich if you just pay attention. Literally, this range right in here for top to bottom is 80%. For $569, $569. What do you think again about? I would ask you about like chain link.
Not a huge fan of chain link. Because I'm not a huge believer in the Ethereum ecosystem.
I get where you're going now. So everything's really going to be based on a stronger layer one. So then let's flip it.
Yes.
Then. So then you would take
so
like
your Sui's, your Solanas, your.
So honestly, what do you think about Pyth? Then
I don't think they're going to be. Which one?
Pyth.
I'm not up on that. So one. Tell me about that
Pyth, or Pyth is the oracle for Solana. Everything that's getting put on Solana needs that same oracle data. Well, Pyth is like a chain link competitor, but it's built on the.
Nice.
It's exact. Yeah, dude. And as a matter of fact, it just gained all the same partnerships that chain link did.
Oh wow!
And it's built again.
So you gotta look at context clues when looking at longer term fundamental plays, like, you know. Like it or not, like them or not, Trump chose Solana.
I saw it
to launch his meme coins on.
Yeah, he did.
You know, when he launched all those meme coins, all the meme coin activity the network is more robust, man. I think that's just going to be the future for gaming and meme coins and stuff. It's just going to be Solana.
RWAs, are you into anything like that, man? RWAs and tokenization of all of these assets? You're really just getting into the layer ones and
layer ones, bro.
Okay.
Because I've been through so many cycles, Crank, man. It's all bullshit. All this shit has been, that's why I stopped, like, really, I don't even report or cover specific projects and stuff. Because it's all vaporware, bro. You fooled me once, shame on me.
Okay.
Fooled me twice. You know, this is one of those situations. So I've been fooled like 6 times.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. All right.
Like,
so I like that,
13
man.
years of telling me, yeah, we're the next this and we're going to do this. And none of it's come to fruition.
So just sticking straightly to the core projects. So Bitcoin and then core layer ones. But you're more of a fan of Sol layer one and Sui than you are touching any of the ETH ecosystem as a whole.
Yes, and I even have issues with Bitcoin from a security standpoint.
Okay. And are you because of quantum? Okay. Yep.
Yeah, quantum. You know, Q day is approaching, and it's, you know, with the advent of AI paired with quantum. They're gonna crack it.
I was in another big
or they have been cracking it. I think
Yeah.
actually, I think they've been cracking it.
I was in another large macro
cracking.
space, dude, and these guys were talking about the Bitcoin hard fork. The Bitcoin's going to end up having to have this. Bitcoin's going to end up having to have this quantum defense built into its mechanism, and this could be another major catalyst for Bitcoin with the dev team, where they're going to have to hard fork Bitcoin and get those quantum.
They're gonna have
quantum
to.
defense.
It's just that like they're gonna have to hard fork it, bro. They're gonna have to do a hard fork, but it gets harder and harder to get that accomplished in today in 26. We'll see. I mean, it's
Okay.
it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. I haven't heard anything from the dev teams about their like they should be like on it now. It's just a little weird.
Well, and then last one I'll go over, man, with you. What do you think about then privacy tokens and privacy money? The Zcash, the Dash, the Moneros.
Nope.
Do you think they're
all
dead?
prone to quantum? No, because it's all prone to quantum de-encryption.
Okay.
Or decryption.
Okay.
At some point. So meaning anything that you've done in those privacy coins up until Q Day, I think theoretically could be retraced. You get what I'm saying?
No,
like
I do.
so all the privacy that you thought you were doing and mixing and all that at some point in the future will be revealed retroactively.
Okay.
Because everything is on the chain. See, this is why Bitcoin and crypto is different than, let's say, like RSA or SHA-250. You know, like these encryption tools that different companies use. That's like on a transactional basis, right? That's back and forth, real time, or you may be storing data behind a secure system and whatnot. You can always update those protocols to keep that data, that legacy data, secure. You can't do that with blockchain. Blockchain, all the data is on the chain forever in the past.
Forever.
It's
forever
stamped.
and ever. Yep.
Right. So I'm not comfortable with the privacy coins until we get some type of Q quantum resistant proof type of privacy coin, which will come.
Yeah, man, I'd also say too, like the projects for these RWAs or the oracles that's going to be running all of this stuff, dude, or the the
you
quantum.
Put me on the Pith, man. I gotta look into Pith. That's definitely that's going to be that's a go for me.
Well, what's crazy, man, is that everyone keeps calling the next project or the next utility token, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the announcement comes and it was Canton. Nobody even knew about Canton Network. It wasn't Ondo. It wasn't Chainlink. It wasn't XRP. So, in all reality, man, in the next 3 to 4 years, while true utility comes out, we don't even know the name of that project yet, dude, or that privacy coin.
Right.
And so almost everything that we're looking at over the last, I'd say 6-7 years, even the battle tested tokens, man, are getting ready to really.
Yeah, we're going into a new era of crypto. Probably the true and final era of crypto is coming up in the next 2 to 3 years. We got to get through the transition of quantum. We got to see where the AI, it may be a coin. And think about this, bro. It literally may be a coin that an AI creates so that we have a Satoshi Nakamoto, a true Satoshi Nakamoto, because there's really no person. So we just don't know. We got to wait and see.
I've never even thought about that. That's sick.
Yeah. So we got to really wait and see. We got another couple years, and then we'll know truly like which direction I think we're going.
Well, with that being said, my man, I just like to tell the panel to, all of the cranksters, make sure to follow Crypto Blood. And guys, this is it only belongs to those that pay attention, and it only belongs to those, man, that continue structure, education, and then most of all, guys, execution. Otherwise, it's just a thought, it's a theory, it's a dream. So
yeah,
man, I think I'm gonna.
Wording.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of live trading as well.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm just pulling up your info right now. Go follow Crypto Crank, up and coming cat, man. I like what he's doing. I like his work ethic. And hey, man,
thanks for being a real one,
you fugazis out there, man. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. All right, man. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
I'll check you guys out, man. I'll see you on the next one. You guys have a good one.
Go follow Crypto Crank right now. Real Crypto Crank on X. Check him out. So to wrap up, I want to just go over a couple of tweets that caught my attention. One being, shout out to Jason Lenz for this one. He sent this to us just in. Ohio State Teachers Retirement Fund just disclosed they bought 12,000, basically 12,500 more Bitcoin Treasury Company strategy shares. Again, the most idiotic thing that this is when you know, like, you're in a bubble when you see the most idiotic things happen. Instead of just going to buy Bitcoin, you go buy a share that owns a share of a Bitcoin. It just does not make any sense. It actually does make sense. This is part of the old system where there's rent seeking, they're skimming off the top. You got to have a middleman for every damn thing. This was the point of Bitcoin, to eliminate middlemen. I don't like, they deserve to get slaughtered. They deserve to get slaughtered, and they will. Yeah, man. U.S. Treasury just basically said, we ain't bailing out MicroStrategy. And this is, I think, why we're seeing the sell-off. Not per se Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't need a fucking bailout. You don't need a bailout. Bitcoin, what is it going to be? What are we bailing out? Somebody help me understand. So, to see the reaction that we're seeing in crypto markets, the bailout there that the markets are actually spooked about is not getting a bailout on MicroStrategy, ladies and gents. That's what it's about. Not Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't need a bailout. So you got to read between the lines. You got to read between the lines. Silver. Let's check on silver, man. It's rough out here in these streets. I'm not even gonna hold you up. This shit is getting rough. The Shanghai spread premium has dwindled to almost nothing. 6.5%, 7%. We're sitting at $76 a silver ounce, troy ounce of silver. Man, this is looking bad. This is looking bad. How much low can it go? It doesn't really matter, because I began to stack silver again because, of course, the price, I'm not going to lie, price started moving up. People got excited. But look at this. We got to hold 72. We got to hold 72. It looks like we might. We got to hold 72, ladies and gents. Let me get volume out of the way. Yeah, we got to hold 72. So hopefully we can do that. The reason I think silver is important is because it's threefold. You got the industry, right? The industrial utility of it. We now know that the next gen batteries are using silver, not lithium. So that by itself is going to over time cause the price to go higher. And it's just important to have something physical and tangible in your pocket, or in your person, on your person, or in your safes or whatever. It's just important to have that, man. Got to be diversified. Got to be diversified. So I think it's still long term. 5 years from now, we'll see silver easily over $500, $600, maybe even $1,000. The new FOMC chair will be in May. They're going to have to cut. They're going to have to. I mean, Trump has said he wants a weaker dollar. He has held nothing back on that point. So weaker dollar equals everything priced against that dollar going up. So I think it's important to have this. I think that also translates over to cryptos. If Bitcoin can make it through Q Day, then it's going to definitely be, it should be in the millions. It should be in the millions. With that being said, we're going to wrap up today. We went a little bit OT today. We had a special guest, Crypto Crank, in the building. Shout out to him. Thanks for tuning in. Go follow him. Go follow me as well on X. CryptoBlood_. Dan Pena said it first. Bitcoin to zero, and to keep your money now, you got the Epstein files that have tapped in and have cracked the crypto code. Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole, man. Mossad, Epstein, definitely funded Bitcoin Core. It all makes sense now as to why they've held back the growth and upgraded nature of Bitcoin and the chain. The longer you go on with not upgrading, you know, major features, the harder it's going to be. And I think they did that on purpose with Bitcoin. They've been compromised clearly, and it is what it is, man. Again, hit that like button, share the stream. Shout out to everybody over on X watching right now. And we are out of here. Shout out to Michael Saylor as well. You should have listened to who? Mike Jump. No, not Mike Jump. Crypto Blood. We're gonna send it off. We're gonna send it off with this here. Let me go ahead and share this. Hopefully you guys can hear. I've been having issues with my audio as of late. But let's go ahead and see what Michael Saylor had to say a couple months ago.
Fuck, I should have listened to Crypto Blood.
There you go, ladies and gents. That's it. Crypto Blood, I'm out of here. Holla.
Chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash.
Smoking on that crippy got me cliff high. Steam pot, heat rock, clean shot. Surfing through the city while them chips rise. Hot boy, do it big time. LMA with my summer bay, we booed up. Cali hit the bay, we fly MIA, we booed up. Sipping on this drink, bitch, I know the way. We juiced up, nigga violate till it's AFK like your roofer. Coin daddy bout them chips, nigga, rap snacks. Hustle in a box, nigga, Snapchat. Fucking with the ops to get you clapped at. No cap, nigga, back.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.